You know, I really don't care, to be honest. So, but we'll see. I don't really care. I wasn't hitting my button while I was talking to you. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, you're not picking till what? 28 or something like that?
Yeah, we're pretty late. I don't know. I honestly don't even know the exact number. That's how much I've been paying attention. But just because I don't pay attention doesn't mean I won't watch it. Because I always watch the first round.
Yeah. Oh, you're picking 31st. Like mine.
What, the last Super Bowl?
No, I think you get
Yeah.
two
How
picks.
how did we get 31st? Yeah. There's no way we're 31st.
You have 27 and 31 because you traded an offensive lineman to Kansas City.
Right. Yep.
31, you get two picks.
So which is, was it, it's Houston that doesn't have a pick until the third round, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They're not even showing up until Saturday. They have literally nothing.
What's up? Yes, I made a pre-market trade.
They don't even have anything to trade.
I don't know why. I just got a little.
They can trade Deshaun Watson.
I was here early. It popped. I was like, ooh,
Nobody's going to take him.
let me take a pre-market trade. But as you can see, we cut it at the right time.
Playing for the penal league.
We went pretty small shares too, but you can see we were looking for the pullback back down to $9, but just didn't want to. And we read that it didn't want to, so we got out and we were right.
He's the one who is basically sexually assaulting all these different massage therapists. Allegedly.
That's like some of these guys that don't get picked by certain teams because they question their want of actually playing football for a living because they like to cook or because they like to do other things. That stuff cracks me up. It's like, do you think I'd be in the shape that I am and as good as I am at this sport if I didn't want to be here playing in the NFL?
Oh, wow. BTX just dropped it down.
No, I'd rather be cooking. Oh, the spread.
Yeah, spread got crazy too. Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. It was $1.50 at one point today. It was like 42 by 43.50. It was great.
Dude, I will say that volume momentum is here.
Did you see the SPY?
Yeah.
It's over 420.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it. We were talking about it earlier. What the hell happened?
What happened?
Biden said capital gains tax and it went up.
I was painting this morning.
All right, you did the little drop.
So you're high?
Yeah.
41.
I feel like I was going to look at something before we got started here, but
92 rooms to paint.
yeah, we're paying somebody.
Yeah, I hate painting.
Dude, it's the one thing I won't do anymore.
Yep.
And the worst part is I'm actually really good at it. I hate doing it. It's like the thing I hate the most.
Yeah, I hate all the cutting and the trim work and all
Hate
that.
the taping.
Yep.
All that
Yeah, the taping. Well, I like the just plugging all the holes beforehand. Like I actually don't mind doing that aspect of it, but the actual painting is it's just brutal. I just hate it.
I don't mind rolling. I just hate all the cutting and around shit. I hate that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you got to do all that, then you got to do the actual painting, then you got to do the trim work, then you got to make sure you don't get it all over everything because if you do, you can't freaking get the shit out.
Yeah.
It's just so much work. I hate it. And the thing is it's not that like I just never liked it cuz I didn't used to mind it, but I've done it so much that I'm just done. I'm just done doing it. If it's just one room, like if my kid wants to paint his room a different color or something, that's different.
Yeah.
But doing a whole house like we're getting ready to do for our current house that we're turning into a rental, like no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
they'll come in, man. They got like 5 guys. One guy does like the taping. The other guy puts down, the stuff on the floor. Another guy is mixing the paint. Another guy is getting the sprayer ready because they use the sprayer. Another guy's painting the trim. It's like, yeah, what they can do, and because it's still, he was telling me it's going to take them 4 days to come in, patch the holes, sand everything down, obviously, prep, and then actually paint. And it's like, well, if it's going to take a crew of 3 or 4 guys 4 days, yeah,
Don't spray it.
yeah, without spraying it, yeah, I'd be rolling and freaking using a damn finishing brush to do the trim. I'd be like, no. That's the other thing too. When we moved into that house, that was something we said we were gonna have to do all along, was paint the trim because it was so bad,
Yeah.
and we just never did. And now, obviously, we're gonna do it for renting it out. And I'm like sitting there looking at it one day, and I'm like, yeah, we're paying somebody.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine getting down on my hands and knees and painting all that trim. No, I'm not doing it.
Why is nothing alerting on my scanner?
It's because we're getting ready to open. People are waiting.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, all right, what's gonna go? What's gonna go?
I got one thing on the scanner, and it is only done 162,000 volume, and it's not even alerting. It's just on it.
Can just dumped. Whoa, Can did just dump.
We did.
Can, CAN. Took a nice little nosedive.
Like, dead today.
Charlie's sleeping. 30 seconds.
Some stuff moving, probably not.
Excuse me.
Seconds. Fog's here.
Good luck, everybody. Stay safe. This is knock Nokia. Anything like that. Is that like overnight earnings? It's weird that it would just gap up like that.
The scanner's not working.
Yeah, they almost seem stuck.
I just shut mine down and restarted it, and it's exactly the same. Because there's nothing moved.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're stuck.
Well, that doesn't make me happy.
Yeah, come on. It's not happening, is it? Let's go. There we go. Jesus Christ.
It's a whippy one for sure.
Not anymore, it isn't. Now it's a turd. Fuck. Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Oh, that one hurt.
What you see happening, Steve, is what I was kind of talking about with the hangover.
Well, the spread's a lot better.
It's been pretty bad, though.
Oh boy. Hell no.
METX was a nice hangover. VXRT 40k shares to borrow. OSTK pumping. Earnings there.
Order
Spies
filled.
dropping too.
VXRT careful.
Order filled. Order cancelled.
Worth looking at.
Clove. I just got on late because I'm Montauk was
Order
locked.
filled.
You're in it.
I'm out of it already. I got on so late. Now it's just I'm gonna wait for it to pull back.
Hey, the scanner.
Order cancelled.
Oh, something popped up.
The XRT just went banana.
Yeah.
Order partially filled.
Now my scanners
Order
are gone.
filled. Order cancelled.
Clove.
Order cancelled.
I can't get it where I want it. It's going to get me because of it. It's not where I want it.
Clove.
Shit.
Order cancelled.
Fuck, guys. Might have fucked up here.
Like 11:25, but then
Can't
I
add to
realized
it.
My Montauk was locked.
So what'd you get in at 11:50?
Order
I
cancelled.
got in 11:44, and I got out 11:55 because I was like, I thought it ended. And of course, it just extending more.
Order cancelled.
Frustrating one, man.
Order filled.
Haven't done that one in a minute.
Kind of playing with fire on this one.
Order cancelled.
Clove, come back down to me, baby.
Can't get that 50 pop.
Hello. What a crazy run. Oh, now it goes? Oh my god. Oh my god.
OSTK.
Ugh. I went through all of that, and I left $1 on the table.
Move on, Donkey Kong, move on.
It halted up. It halted up, and I got out.
Dollar.
Order filled.
Scanners are still down.
Yeah.
Yep. It popped up for a second with new stuff, then it just went blank.
Yeah, I jumped into VXRT. And I saw the scanners go back out.
I think they're back. Yep.
Order cancelled.
Just gonna take it off.
Order filled.
We kind of got lucky on that one, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
ATOS.
Got a little aggressive with it, but we kind of needed to be. The shares were about to run out, so we had to take them when we could get them.
Wow, that was crazy.
Kind of risked a lot more than we wanted to there.
Everything gonna happen the first morning that I'm trying to use the ID?
Of course.
First day?
Well, I'm on ID, but I'm on paper. I got a 4-day hold on my funds.
Yeah.
So Monday I'll be good to go, but I can paper trade in ID. But everything is happening on my damn cell phone.
What's going wrong? What do you mean?
House. It's like, are you serious?
I think Brian's just having some issues.
Figures, right?
I mean, he hasn't said anything,
Of course it makes sense.
but I think he's more focused on getting the scanners working.
Peace and quiet, you're not going to get it.
Galt 20k shares. PBF up. Carrot earnings. Thai sir.
VXRT might actually go. This thing feels very like it keeps getting bought up every time it tries to get pushed down.
Yeah, that's why I jumped out where I did. I was like, this thing strong.
Dude, that was an exciting first trade for me. Well, I guess second trade, but
Well, you went both sides on that.
I kind of had to, because we ran out of shares. If I didn't grab them when I did, we were done. Like I was gonna be able to add. I mean, granted, it's looking like it might have worked out anyway if I was using high a day as a stop, but struggling. Yeah, and my average wouldn't have been where it was. Yeah, I would have been down like 10 under 1040 probably, or around 1040 if I didn't get that last ad. Ah, you sucker.
So you're typing the ticker into both platforms?
Yep, yeah, I do. I look at it on DOS, and then if I like the chart, I'll type it in over on IB real quick just to... It's just the watch list on IB. Here, I'll show you. So I just have that little window up, and I just type the ticker in. It'll tell me if it's shortable and how many shares. Yeah, it's I think it looks like it's called a monitor. I don't remember exactly what it's called. New window, and then I think it's just watch list. Yeah, so if you do new window and then hit watch list, you can see at the top of that window it says monitor, and that's what you want to be on. Or no, you want to be on watch list. My bad. And then within that watch list, you just have to change what you see. I think you just right click and look at it that way.
Wow. BTX. Unreal. Look at those last 2-minute candles.
Crazy.
Whoa, tell me you got out someone and went to 43. Holy crap.
Yeah, well, I got out before the halt. I got out
Oh, it halted.
1:35.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I got out at 41.35 when it made its way to 42.50. But
That's
I
a
still got
crazy one.
$1.30 on it. And thank God, because this thing is wow.
Yeah, you're lucky, bro.
Oh,
But we wouldn't know. We wouldn't have Steve any other way.
chalk up another one to the stock gods. Jesus Christ. Ah, that is just stupid. That killed long and short.
DXTR up. RHEHTV. CAPR.
What? No, I'm looking at a couple things, but I don't. Nothing worthwhile for me.
Oh hi B.
OCUL could be interesting if you got any volume. It's extending. Just no volume yet.
What is it?
What?
What is it?
OCUL?
CAPR dollar on way. Carrot.
Ooh. GXRT and higher day again.
Yeah, I can't do. Oh, we actually do have. We have more shares available on that now. It's interesting.
Everybody sold out.
Looks like Brian's back and everything's good to go. Oh.
TOS could be interesting.
Yeah, I messed up on this VXRT trade because I got a little too heavy too quick with not a lot of shares. So that's why my ads were so close together, because I felt like I had to. Because we were about to run out of shares on it. But thankfully it worked out.
What did you see, Clove?
Took it down.
See it pop through 2 here.
VXRT some shares to borrow now FYI. METX up. Carrot.
I didn't feel like oh yeah, at the end when I was adding the shares because I saw them running out really fast. Yeah, I was forcing it. But if I didn't force an ad there and it just hovered above the $0.50, I was screwed because my average would have been below it. So thankfully, I took most of the shares out really as fast as I could. I was a little annoyed because I put the order out and it just missed me. And so I tried to raise it up a little and I couldn't get filled, but it worked out. So not going to complain. But normally you wouldn't see me add that close together. I was really hoping for the 2 test here. But doesn't look like we're going to get it. WVVI. Shares.
CYH earnings. Danky.
It's a danky. Oh, man. Oh, that's great. Danky.
WVVI might be interesting.
Yeah, I have no shares on it. I already pulled that up.
We do. That's really odd.
Oh, nice, nice. Take advantage.
METX $.
CYH is apparently on earnings. Be careful there. Yeah.
CAPR looking for bonus round there.
That was a CAPR.
This GFTX, now it's been a good one. Now it's still down 720.
I missed WVVI.
Coming back.
ATOS up. METX out all.
Yeah, I had no problem playing VXRT the way that I did, but I'm a little upset that I went as heavy as I did. I had like three chances to catch that. Might get that 2 pop after raw. ATOS we're looking for like 270. The CYH, I don't really know what I'm just kind of watching it. Just being patient. Waiting for our play. Waiting for that FOMO. To use marketable limit orders, a limit that allows plus or minus $1 amount like 5 cents. Yes, that's exactly what I'm using. So essentially when I hit this button, you'll see it load the bid.
VVI, you didn't miss it. Hopefully you're gonna
But yeah, it's actually, it's not the, actually now that I think about it, this one isn't the bid minus, it's just the bid. Yeah.
but I didn't like where it was. And then when I went to go put an order in,
But anytime like you see me use one of these buttons, like see it's ask plus 5
VXRT
cents.
on earnings. Kinda like the chart. Big Co/Trust.
There's a big company. WVVI gave you another shot there.
It did. I don't know what to do.
GRT actually covered it pretty quick though, because I'm
Order filled.
on the bottom.
Quick little scalpy scalp.
Yeah, doing going banana.
It spiked up and now it's down.
Honestly, I probably should have stayed in this one for the fun ride down to $8, but I'm a chicken shit. Feel like I'm chasing everything today,
CAPR
man.
dollar,
It's an
dollar, dollar.
unfortunate feeling.
Yeah, we're on the bid. On the bid again. I'm just looking for a quick little scalp on this one.
Order filled.
Just looking for the retest of 2. That was it.
Little scalp METX.
Probably could use bigger share size. I was gonna go with 200 there, but it's all good. David CAPR? Oh. Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, well, yeah, we did see that. Never mind. I was looking for it to extend. Just looking for an obvious play there, right? You get the pop through the whole dollar. The odds are it's going to come back and retest it before it actually does anything. You're going to get a lot of people selling up through there. And if it does continue, then we just add. Not a big deal. It's a pretty easy play. Low risk.
That's for BTX.
MTDR for a
yeah,
scalp.
35. Maybe I should have paid
CAPR Tish.
I didn't have a problem getting a fill. I missed it. Like it came down and missed me by a couple pennies. So I was trying to go up above the $0.50, but I couldn't drag my order. It kept going from 50 to 55, and I wanted it at like 51 or 52, but it wouldn't let me put it there. So then I finally just gave up and manually typed it in, which is what I should have did in the first place. But usually when I drag, I can get the price that I'm looking for, but it didn't want to give it to me.
Oh well. Move on.
So this is a perfect example of what I'm always talking about. Like, get that little pop through. That's kind of what we're looking for. Look for the jiggle. And then we look for that common area where it's going to retrace to before it decides what it wants to do. But intense move, pull back. What it does after that, I don't know. right? All we're looking for is that intense move into the pullback. That's it. What it does now, I don't know. But if it wants to run again, we'd obviously be interested.
News on this thing.
METX is downward dreaming summit for it.
Ooh, VXRT, big hit.
I say ultimately, you probably will see this come down and test this 192.
It's a vineyard, though.
It's usually what it ends up doing is when it goes through a key area like that, it'll come down and retest
13
it.
days
But
ago, the share price is up
when you're dealing with a whole
84%.
number
That's
or a
all it
half
is.
dollar,
Oh, vineyard like they make wine.
sometimes they'll tend to try to use those instead.
I was thinking of a wine vineyard.
Yep.
Make money.
Wish this ATOS would just go already.
GRTX, you're upsetting me. I should have just held on to that. Okay, I gotta move on.
VRTX.
GRTX.
Always making a run back up.
Freaking on it. And close. Dead to me.
Are you short GRTX?
I was
I don't have any shares there. That's why I was asking.
at 87. I got out at like 65.
You probably should have held that, bro. You would have made more money.
You should.
Just bottom.
Now, then,
Can't wait till your next probe.
But that's not my strategy. That's not my strategy. My strategy is just to get a little bit of money.
I mean, you're not wrong,
A lot of money.
but I'm usually defending myself. I'm not bitching that I didn't make more.
Just give me a hard time because you always give me a hard time when I say the same thing to you.
Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way. It wouldn't be fair for only one person to be giving the other person a hard time. It has to go both ways.
Shrimp guy.
In a way, if you remember, when we first started talking to each other, like the very beginning, that was kind of the whole point. Was to keep each other in check. But-
My play and could have held it because, but I was chasing it down low. If I was in up here towards VWAP, I 100% still be in this. It's just because
Yeah, I was gonna say nowadays it's a lot different. It's more
I
of
didn't have my entry.
yeah, it's not like it was back then. Back then we were calling each other idiot left and right because we were idiots.
Left and right. Most of our trades are decent, but sometimes we don't get what we could have.
Yeah.
Whatnot.
Well, we had the right idea most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I had literally could have seen something to 8 if I was ending it at freaking 9:30.
MTDR
I would've been
$,
total
on
control
way.
of this. But getting them down here at the bottom, ooh, rough one. I'll post trades in a minute. I'm watching this WBVI.
you see the gap fill on the gap on the daily?
And WBVI.
METX still up. 2.20
So if you
would
look
be
on the
amazing.
daily, it's like right there. It's in April. It went from like $10 to 13, and there's a gap.
I do not do
I'll show you. I'll show you what my
WVI?
thing's telling me. WVVI.
I do not see this.
I'll post what I have.
The the huge gap fill from yesterday to today.
I see that.
Was that yesterday?
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
This is the highest it's ever been.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see that.
Maybe it was yesterday.
Yeah. Yes, I see that gap.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. There's a gap.
Mid today. Going back on the chart, I'm like, I swear to God, this was an all-time high. So I looked at it. Market. I see what you're saying.
Break over 1650.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, my good one. My pullback was a little
Water
more
filled.
aggressive. Top retails all over the
METX.
place. That sucks. Bottom retails too. Wow.
bouncing right off that 9 though. 1 minute.
I will take my wins and say thank you, stock market. And man, that's not bad. The last one was on decent share size.
Like at Tim.
Start doing it again, man. It's kind of being a little nicer.
With y'all.
Charts speak to me.
You guys got shares on METX?
Nope. Nope.
Not the best range, but
What did Ethos end up doing? I saw that one up.
nothing. Just like going sideways.
BTBT's down at $13.
VXRT failed too. What's everyone feeling today? What's the SPY doing?
It's still up $2.
Order
It's down
filled.
from where it was, but at the high. And WVEI dropped down a bit. It's fighting to come back up.
Out all
These-
CAPR.
These pennies. These pennies, I tell you.
Oh shit, I should have taken that. Oh shit, I should have taken that.
WVVI.
Doesn't matter what.
BTOS dollar.
Anytime you should take. Well, Bess, you're right about BTX. It did make that one last gasp, and it is done for.
You're lucky you got that one last gasp.
Yeah, that is true. I should have paid the borrow head. We got $5 the other way. $1.30. Where I did.
It just wasn't what I wanted.
What else is moving? Anything?
Karen finally.
Really?
Order
Arthur?
filled.
Arthur's moving.
No. What are you doing, dude? You gotta stop what you're doing.
I was trading stock. What were you doing?
Back up. Keep saying that. Watching boys and girls.
I'm still watching WVVI.
For what? A long
I don't
or short?
I'm hoping it pops up to go back down.
$2?
It could.
You're not wrong.
GRTX.
$5 or probably top of $4.
What did Muds end up doing?
METOS out all.
So Mars is taking shit.
So is GRTX. GRTX is still going down.
I know. I just can't even look at it. Come on.
Yeah, Muds is dying too.
Might have to get serious with this one.
Take these at the bottom. VXRT is still up. GRTX is a leading percentage gainer.
Order cancelled.
How's that? Yeah, mine killed me too. How's that even possible?
WVBI is the leading. Okay, hold on. Let me up the volume and change my sound. I hate it. It does that.
Good morning. You got it?
Order partially filled. Order filled.
Thank you so much.
Order
Have a great day.
cancelled.
I want to flush for you, Tim.
What's Tim in?
METX.
That's Vic.
I'm in WVBI, but small.
What's your average?
47.
Working.
Order filled.
MTDR out all. METX he he.
Come on.
Literally.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
So annoying it wouldn't give us that one more little push.
Come on, WVBI. Give me the drop.
METX $.
Order cancelled.
Oh, it's got. I think it's got more than.
There you
Close
go.
enough. I took it off.
Well done, sir.
See, grazie.
I had no shorts in that.
Not a bad day, man. This probably got more room down to 1268. Oh. It's pop.
That thing it could go down to back to where it yesterday to 10.
Look at Clove coming back up. She's like, I ain't going down.
CAPR again.
What'd you say, Vash?
And CAPR trying again.
Is that like a $2 one again?
No.
Five.
Just does not want to get through this 220,
He's not here
unfortunately.
today?
Nope.
CAPR. Again.
There we go.
+5 waiting for me.
Vash, what's your average in METX?
225.
Order filled.
I'm down to leftovers now.
Order cancelled.
Guess that's a little too much, huh?
You'll be good boy now. Go take a nap.
on leftovers METX.
Bunch of guess.
Also want the $5 pop CAPR.
Are you still in that, Devin?
No. Should have been in this clove down at freaking intros 1080. These a lot too. We're at the bell, it kind of tries to make move up, comes down big, and then goes back over high day. This happened a few times. Oh, there she goes. WBBI.
Yeah. I thought about getting in where it was chopping right there, but
1390 down to 1330 would have been a nice start.
yeah,
This one could be a little jumpy.
I was hoping we get the 14 though.
14. Come on, you were waiting for 1650.
Well, that was earlier. What did I change? I lowered my expectations.
It's got a little spread to it as well.
That is what we have to do as men. That's what we have to do in life in order to be happy.
Yes. Lowered expectations.
A little hungry.
Me too.
Just kicked in. Pointer.
Order filled.
Ooh.
You have a trail on METX? Tim?
DLPN in
Yeah.
70K to borrow.
What do you got, like a 5-cent trail?
15.
It's a trail. Trail. Sorry. You too.
Order cancelled.
Content may or may not be appropriate for small children.
I didn't see it. I didn't hear anything offensive.
I was looking for the quick scalp there, but
It's that. CAPR if you got them. Which we do.
Here's this WBBI. I normally never see even a million volume.
No, I don't understand why it is now.
this is such a weird, the way this thing's trading, I don't like it at all. Honestly, I'd just be happy to get out of it.
Anything new that just popped out. Still nothing.
Just feels like it's getting propped up here.
It's so hard to take these things at the low, though, huh?
Yeah.
So, oh yeah. I don't want.
Order filled.
Well, guess we should have left our order there. We would have got filled.
I guess. Oh no. What a day though. Ooh, blue is.
I
She's
know.
not on. Hmm?
You're dying again.
Took small one CAPR, not a fan of how that's trading.
POS.
METX $$ on way.
VXRT is not doing too hot.
No.
STR. That's 90.
CAPR $. CAPR took some $. CAPR $. On way.
He shorted WVVI 1560, covered at 1530. Oh, listen to this. Vash, you'll appreciate this.
Listening.
He shorted VXRT 920. He covered VXRT even at $10.26. How did he do that? He had a total of 500 shares. 100 at 920, 100 at 1050, 100 at 1060, and I guess 200 at 1075. But he had a total of 500 shares.
He waited that long to add? That does not sound like Luke.
It does not sound like Luke to have a total of 500 shares with 4 ads.
Yeah, that's usually his starter, isn't it?
500, 1,000, yeah.
He should have held.
Heard. Forget hold. He shorted at 920 with 100 shares. Why are you even taking the trade?
Yeah, I think that's what I took.
Why are you even taking the trade, bro? It's amazing. The break-evens and losses are such tiny trades. I mean, this guy is just a master at it. Never wrong.
METXB/E on leftovers.
I'm totally jelly. I wish I could excel. I can't even excel trade this well as he does.
Special skill set.
I mean, if I had Excel traded, I would have been in. I would have been in BTX at $38 instead of $40.05. And I would have gotten out at $42.75 after the halt. With 5,000 shares.
Oh no. Oh.
Order filled.
Ew.
All out METX. METX out all yo.
Did METX stop you out, Ken?
Yep, just did.
Thanks for rubbing it in, Lance.
Well, they're just his leftovers anyway. He made money on it.
I know, I'm messing with you.
This
METX
VXTR.
adding back the pop.
was the day of sell-offs, man.
Short day. They like those short days, though. Hope the price took a long.
Guy's been selling off all day too.
METX headed for higher day.
We got shorts on that one now.
Yep.
I'll post my trades a little bit later. Get back in METX.
If I wanted to run to 250, I was about to.
Yeah. I was waiting for it.
METX careful of squeeze, like 70% rotated.
Tim, can you share one of your cover scripts? The 50 or the 25?
Good eye.
For some reason, my take profits are not working.
There you go, sir.
So,
Yeah, this METX float's getting pretty close to rotating.
Float on that thing.
53.
Out all METX.
My short order was just rejected. That means it must mean he traded out of shares.
Yeah, we're running out too.
Time for a little YOLO.
Took another order out.
Also getting low on shares re METX.
Oh, that's 234.
Thing is setting up for a nice long, actually. Running out of shares. Float's about to rotate. And Steve's over here like, let's short it.
CAPR out all.
You guys are like, okay, Steve's shorting it. Everyone, guys, get ready to go long. Filled. Get in. ETX back to 39. Unreal.
Oh, wow. That went all the way down below 35.
Yeah, it touched below 35.
Yeah, crazy.
Woo. 2 minutes ago, just went above 41. What a crazy, crazy chart that is. That looks like a puke and rally. At the beginning was a hangover. That was a puke and rally trade.
The old dip and rip.
The puke and rally is much better.
I do like that name much better.
The old juke and rally.
Question is, where'd you get it from?
Puke and rally?
Yeah.
That's from Varsity Blues.
Oh, yeah. That's like right before the game? Yeah.
No, that was at the party. Where Billy Bob went and puked in the washing machine while they were having sex. He goes out screaming, "Puke and rally!"
Yeah, I'm watching it now. Hold on, I better mute my OBS. Oh, no, I am. That's what I meant, mute YouTube, so I don't get demonetized for listening to it. God, look how young they all look. Oh, yeah, for sure. Dang, look at BTX go. Did you tell her to go to bed? I'm pretty sure, didn't For Love of the Game come out around the same time as Varsity Blues? I feel like I remember watching them around the same time. It's like the same era, like early 2000s.
Probably.
I mean, looking at some of them, how young they look, it's got to be at least early 2000s.
You got the YouTube there. Look it up.
Yeah, here, let me Google.
It'll tell you.
For Love of the Game, 1999.
Okay.
Varsity Blues, 1999. Would you look at that? I was like, I remember watching them around the same time. It was like beginning of high school. Jeez.
You could give Aaron Rodgers a run for hosting Jeopardy. Filled with youthful knowledge.
God, I can't believe that was. I knew it was Kevin Costner, but he didn't really change his look over the years.
No, I mean, he's been fantastic. Robin Hood, he's been in so many of them. The one I didn't like was The Guardian that he was in. I just didn't like that movie.
Yeah, that wasn't a great one. Yeah.
Now, that one my wife likes to watch. Like, this one you want to watch?
Wasn't he in the Alien one? Was it Sixth Sense? Was it? No, not Sixth Sense. What's that other one with that? You know which one I'm talking about.
No, that wasn't him. That was Sixth Sense. Wasn't him.
Not Sixth Sense. That's Bruce Willis. I'm talking about the one with the crop in the fields, the field crops or whatever. Signs? Is that it?
Didn't see it.
Really? Swing Away. You never seriously? Oh, let me make sure it was him first. I'm pretty sure that it is him. Hold
Who
on.
do you think it was?
Kevin Costner?
No.
Either way, I still didn't see it.
Signs. Here, let's look at the cast. Oh, that was Mel Gibson. Oh,
No good. No.
interesting. Yeah, I guess now that I say his name out loud, I can see it. Yeah. Swing Away.
It wasn't Mel Gibson.
CAPR YOLO log.
It was. Hey, Clove is working, kind of, sort of.
Are you in it?
CAPR back to the highs. METX going to the highs. I think that one's going to go a little cray-cray, honestly. At least, I mean, it's going to at least go to 250, but it might actually go. It might go.
Ricky Bobby go?
Yeah. Last time it actually got this amount of volume to rotate its float, it went both times. Back in February.
I remember February. That was a good month. There was a lot of snow on the ground. It was cold.
Tim, on DOS, do you know how to get it to center the numbers in the cells? So like my average cost is throwing it all the way to the 180 in front of the cell.
You can
$.
you're saying you want your average cost to be like on the left side or something?
I prefer it to be in the center. But
So just right click. Just right click inside there and hit config. And on the very right side, click on it and then see where it says up down. You can move them into whatever spot you want.
yeah, alright, so I did that, but the number itself is throwing it to the far right. So like
Oh, I got you. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think you can actually do that. Did you do that in CMake? I'd say if you drag it and make it smaller, it'll put it. Yeah, that's the only way I can think you'd be able to do it.
yeah, So like right now, I'll take a screenshot of it. I can only see part of the last digit.
Well,
Yeah, so maybe you shrink it like you do in Excel.
no. If you can't see the whole thing, you would have to actually expand it. You'd have to make it bigger.
This I'm not gonna trade that.
Unless it's
What do
got empty on the left-hand side, it's just empty.
But if you can't see the end of the number, then that's obviously not the case. Because it would show the whole number if he had enough
METX
enough space.
I don't know how DOS works.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're trying to fill an area and it's not showing the end of the number, that means it's taking up all the space, which is why it's not showing the whole number. Can you screenshot it, Thomas, without showing anything crazy, or just snip it?
I'm working on it right now.
But he said he was going to do it. Of course
I didn't hear that part. My bad.
Yeah, like anything on watch, bro?
No.
No, we're talking about
I was looking at LC, but I missed it.
The drop.
I looked away.
You're talking about like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He's like that robot chick. He's like 2 minutes delayed.
You see how the number one's on the far right hand side of the cell and the average cost for that one all the way.
Ugh.
Really looks even bad like it when it's on
Yeah,
the
that's kind of weird. Wait, are you long Interactive Brokers?
That's my free stock. That's the other thing I'm gonna have to get used to because the stupid thing sits there the whole time, so I'm always thinking I'm in a position.
Oh, that's cool.
You know,
Hell yeah, for the free stock. I'm glad to know it worked.
METX out all.
yeah, they give you they give you the IBKR stuff ticker.
Yeah, free $73. For me, I think they give me $100, but it's only if Thomas keeps 25 grand in his account for a whole year.
A whole year?
Yeah.
I gotta
So,
keep the ticker for the whole year.
oh, you have to keep the ticker for the whole year?
Yes.
CAPR out.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
It's like, what are the chances of you doing that?
I mean, it is what it is. You just have to deal with looking at it, I guess.
Would they give you one share, Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the promotion.
You can't sell it for 1 year?
That's what I remember. I'll have to go back and read it, but I'm almost 100% positive it said you had to hold it for a year.
Yeah, it was it was Mel. Yeah, Bruce and Mel are kind of similar in a way.
VXRT is looking a little poopy. I was holding over yesterday's.
I should be able to open up CMAX DOS at the same time and not have any issues.
Yeah, you should be able to, because they're pulling from a different server.
Yeah. CMAC doesn't do like that picture I'm showing you there. It's more centered. Like even the shares is to the far right.
It's so weird. What happens? I'm assuming you tried dragging it to the left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking it is? I'm thinking it's the font you're using. Since it's, yeah, try like a font that isn't italic.
CTX are up.
Dang, CAPR took a dive, huh?
Needs more though.
Working on that. Slow, man. Nothing can stay up.
I just realized. Timothy 3:10. Whoops. the I just realized that the referral link I'm using, I wonder if this is the one you use, Thomas. Uh, it's the one for my oldest son's account that I made for him. Whoops.
Sure it is.
Well, I don't know if I put this in after the one I gave you kind of thing. Did you like click it off of the video, or did you go off of what I gave you?
No, I went off of what you gave me.
All right. Let me log in real quick and
It did
change
say
this.
Tim. It said Tim, so I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, so that should be good then. Because when I just pulled this up, it said Braden thinks you might be interested in this, and I was like, wait, what? But yeah, I see the link. It has his birthday, so I'm assuming it has that for some reason. But I need to change that, obviously.
Okay, that did fix the number 8. Just taking it off right palette.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because it looks like everything's kind of leaning to the right, so it just probably cut it off because of that. So no italic for you.
Baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, he is stuck to it.
Any stock?
Another one that's gonna make me money.
Tesla.
Ugh, not
What's this? Internal server error? Please don't make me log in again.
Kind of slow down we get in the market so early.
No, but it sucks.
Referral.
Stop doing that, huh?
Trader referral.
I would have only taken WVBI up at like 1550 or so.
Is it still going down?
Oh, just chop
Or just
around.
chopping off, but yeah, it would have been good at 50.
And that's where probably would have triggered me if I was watching really bad moments. It's a hard part for me when there's a decent amount going on to keep my eye on the right stock, you know.
Yep.
Is what it is.
I wish it told me like when somebody signed up. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of annoying that it doesn't, but.
IB, you don't know
Yeah,
when.
it popped a little bit.
What's up?
Yeah.
Popped a little bit.
You don't ever know really how many people are signed up on with your code, or
Correct.
you just find out a year later if they're still there. And you get paid.
Correct.
It's frustrating, but I guess there's no point in pumping the rig before they hatch anyway,
Yeah.
because you don't have.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Dang, CAPR just going cray cray.
I think most people that sign up, their account blow pretty quick. But all of us are still here, so we're doing something right. Watching WBBI.
Me too. Just the VWAP.
On chart, load. Load, sir, load. Thank you.
Embrace the FOMO. Oh yeah, I hear you. Just some sketchy type tickers today. That's all.
Did you get in WVVI? What? Yeah.
Would have been cool if I did.
It would've. I was close to saying, hey, that's a good place, but I didn't use it.
Dude, is anything moving up at all? Everything I look at is getting demolished.
I don't see much movement.
Who hit that dislike button? Come on, guys. Gotta hit the like button, not the. I know, there's always that. I don't know who it is, obviously, but there's that guy that comes in here every day just to hit the dislike button. He doesn't like me.
Alright, but
Watching this VXRT trade from earlier. Let's see how quickly it got out of hand. Oops.
yeah, hopefully all the 1780s. XR. AAKK.
What is it? Is it even worth it?
J. Could be. JAKK. A lot of volume coming into it right now. Doesn't have a lot of volume on the day, but it just had a big volume spike.
Yeah.
Back that up over 10, that would be hella cool. Somehow that squeezes it up to 10.
Yep.
I'm interested.
Yeah. Because by that point it'd have some decent volume in it too.
Yeah.
To get it there. The WVVI is moving again.
Up.
Yep. Starting to anyway. JAKK just dropped.
METX $.
thing that did work on this.
Uhu. At Oli.
It's Ollie, robot. Never heard someone say Oli.
Boys.
Hey, Tim, don't look at METX. Oh, you're alright. Are you in it?
No, I'm not mad at it. It never gave me another chance to get back in. Same with CAPR. I mean, it did this literally the exact same thing.
Yeah.
They both barely went through the highs and then dumped.
Baby, 1, 2, 3, 4, check, baby, check, baby, 1, 2, 3.
Hopefully what I'm watching, man.
Dang, VXRT did the same thing.
Died.
Yeah, tried to go high day one more time and got completely stuffed.
What's that? Every chart almost looks like that, man. Everything tried to go and tried. Oh. RLGY just doesn't have enough.
DM, sorry man, I totally just saw your why don't you use level 2 question. Because I use this. Level 2 is lies. It's liar's poker. It's a bunch of people flashing orders that aren't legit. The more and more you use level 2 and the more experienced you become as a trader, you'll realize that level 2 is just a bunch of lies. I don't mind people who use time and sales because that's basically what I'm doing with the last price line, this orange line that moves up and down, because that basically is the time and sales. It's just on the chart. So the chart, the price action, the actual orders that go through to form the actual candles on the chart, that's what I'm interested in. Level 2 is a game of liar's poker. You see big orders flash up there all the time and then they never go through. That's all it is designed to flash up and make you think that it's something that it isn't.
Here's my trades. UVI and what else I trade? Traded something up. I closed the one. What's that one? What's the other one I traded?
I love this song. Is just catchy.
pre-market trading VXRT?
I blame Steve.
Wow, wow. Joyous.
Steve had me all chippy this morning.
VRTX.
What happened? Why are you blaming me?
What happened?
What did I do?
I showed up just a little bit early, and Steve's like, "Oh, you're here early. You can partake in all of our activities in the morning from pre-market." And I'm like, "Yeah. What do we do in the pre-market?" And I'm just like, "Oh, look, VXRT's popping. You know, maybe I'll just throw some shares at it." And so I did. I was like, "I'm never here this early." I mean, yeah, I was green on it, and I made the right call to get out of it when I did. But yeah, that VXRT was just trying to take my money today.
I saw it, and then the next thing I immediately did was look at the accounts, and I was like, "Oh, that's not his demo account." Okay.
Yeah,
He came in his big boy pants today.
I did. I was like, I'm tired of watching these things pop up in the pre-market and then just give easy moves back down. And sure enough, this thing did not give an easy move down.
It's just like, nope.
I was like, no, we're gonna pop and just hang out up here and then go higher. How about that? Yeah.
Get off the phone. I can hear you guys. You can't hear me, and all I hear is, "Oh yeah, I blame Steve." What the hell did I do? I wasn't even in the room for the past 20 minutes. I've been on the phone.
Jag. I just read Jag's thing.
Get into that. What is that?
It's pretty funny. It's a joke.
This is an automatic water mystery. Just before it goes on, you hear the sound of distant thunder and the smell of fresh rain. When you approach the milk cases, you hear cows mooing and experience the scent of fresh hay. When you approach the oat case, you hear hens cluck and cackle. The air is filled with the pleasing aroma of baking baked frying. The veggie department features the smell of fresh buttered corn. I don't buy toilet paper there anymore.
I like how Devin reverted to reading his kid nighttime stories.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I liked it. It was very soothing.
He was all ready for a nap. Close your eyes.
I saw that you follow Bear Bull Traders. What do you think of them? I follow a lot of people. It doesn't mean I actually like watch their videos. Let's see. I can, if I do this, I can scroll through who. Oh, there we go. Some of these guys I follow, but I don't actually really watch a lot of their stuff. I follow a lot of people. Sometimes, every once in a while, they'll have some good stuff, but Swedish Investor is actually really good for. He does like a lot of investment books, and he gives you like the cliff notes of them. It's pretty cool. 7 points are pretty good. They don't really put out any. They don't put out videos like they used to. They used to do those shorts where the traders would go over their trades. This is
METX would have worked if I could have gotten shares.
is it Jared? Jared at Live Traders, I think.
No shares there?
This guy used to do some funny stuff, but he doesn't do it anymore. Kenobi, miss him. He's not there. Hard to borrow. That's one of the guys from Discord. I haven't talked to him in a while. Chat with Traders. You guys should obviously know about Chat with Traders. Music Star? I don't know what that is. I haven't went through these in a while. Fishing channel. Trading Rush. This is a channel like where he goes over a lot of the different setups that the 90% use. So I used to watch a lot of those just to see what he did. just out of curiosity. That channel like blew up.
We all had some
Um,
difficulties in that area, man. I would've made
if I
some
remember, the
videos
last
on
one I
Logo.
remember watching when I went through there
Logo's
was like
locked.
how the MACD is still like the #1 profit maker. I'm just
I clicked the button
like, okay.
once. I clicked the button twice.
Matt as
Oh
obviously.
gosh.
This is Alex from ISW. JTrader, he's the one that actually got me. Not he was I already knew about Bookmap, but he uses it on a daily basis, so that was kind of why I started watching him. Everybody should go follow Sweet and Sours. It's my best friend's little. They just made a channel for to demonstrate how they plate their food. It's like during the pandemic, they had to basically deliver the food, but they couldn't cook in people's houses out in San Francisco. So they would basically give them the food prepped, and then they would tell them how to actually plate it. You'll see a lot of lawn care stuff because, you know, me and my lawn. Investors Underground, that's Nate over at Investors Underground. He gives some good information. I do watch a lot of his stuff. There's some Tarkov channels in here because I play Tarkov. Matt Diamond and B The Story, I actually found those two together. B is a pretty good guy. I remember when I first started watching some of his stuff, I remember saying, man, he's doing exactly what I wanted to do with the videos, like some of the videos he's made. But he's single, no kids, so it's a little bit easier for him to do what he's doing. But yeah, I remember when he first started, I was like, man, he's doing exactly what I wanted to do. And he interviewed Matt Diamond, and that's how I found him. He's a options trader. He scalps options a lot. GDT, you guys obviously know him. Some comedy channels, Tarkov channels, poker channels, F1 obviously. FOMO Profit, obviously. Philip DeFranco, I keep him on there. I'm not a huge fan of like how he does things, but he does give you the news like pretty raw for what it is. So I watch him for that. Lawn care, poker. Chris Ramsey's a puzzle solver guy. Graham Stephan, just a kind of a finance channel, but once you've watched most of his videos, you've seen them all essentially. And then yeah, these are just some trading. This one I actually started watching for entertainment. If you guys have never, they actually put on like a show. These live trading by Trader TV Live. It's like, let me click on it. It's like an actual show that they run. It's actually pretty cool. So if you're ever bored and I'm not streaming, you should check them out because it's actually pretty cool. Bearable traders, I don't dislike them. I just think that I don't know. It's a little crowded over there, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. F1 traders, I don't even remember what this is. Fit traders? Is it F1 traders or fit traders? Oh, yeah, I think I added this guy a long time ago, and I just never unsubscribed. I don't think watched any of his videos except for these two, the setups, because I was looking at setups for my new desk. But yeah, Andrew over at Bearable Traders, I think he's a great guy, a great trader. He just trades differently than I do, so that's why I don't really watch him. But doesn't mean he's not a good person to follow. But I do need to go through and clean this up a little bit. I saw quite a few in there that I probably don't really watch anymore, to be honest.
1550.
Yeah, live trading TV, it's pretty good. It's very entertaining. It's like watching CNN, but for people who day trade. It's kind of cool. Good morning, by the way, Abdel. Yo, was that you that created that chaos yesterday? What was that all about? That was very confusing.
It's been uptrending, finally big volume. What does that mean? I'm not just gonna jump in short unless I did. I'm not saying you should.
No, there's some orders that are a bit higher. It's not extended enough off the 9 right now either.
Maybe we hit like 1630. Yeah, 40 right now.
You guess? What do you mean you guess?
Tim, you already leads around?
No, I'm sorry. Rangers books, they're all pretty good. The advanced trading book
You
was a
got short
letdown
terms
there.
WBPI or no?
No, we haven't had those all day.
Rotated float. Float rotation, man, I don't know. That's scary.
And now especially that it rotated it like 3 times based on yours. Or just one.
Makes it a little more like, I don't know. VRTX, you little shitbag.
H. Come on, I have to know. That was so awkward.
Yes. You're a big cusser.
VRTX.
Put you in profanity timeout.
We have that. Is that a thing that's run?
We do now. Just kidding.
See it. I don't see it.
Do you see it now?
You're throwing time out. Yeah.
I'd change the title too, just to be safe. Okay, did you learn your lesson?
Oh, probably not, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Abdel, come on.
Say it, so most likely no.
Tell me what you did.
You have to throw me in there a few more times. It's the only thing worth looking at now, though, unfortunately. What you thinking, Snoop Jaggy Jag?
I don't know. I don't like anything.
Hey, Bart. Hey, Tim, it's been a while since I discovered you, and I gotta say, you've become super consistent in your trading. Would you ever make a video showing your equity curve development for inspiration?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I do.
He's muted 'cause he
I mean, I actually just showed it a bunch yesterday. I can show it to you today. I do plan to do a video on all this stuff like after I move. So about the middle of May. Actually, hold on, I gotta stop the. So here's my equity curve from the beginning of the year. Just let me actually I'll put my trades in for today real quick.
He's back from the dead. Like Jesus.
Big Jesus.
Yes, Jesus came back from the dead, so did Charlie. Mark.
So minus my one really bad day. DLPN doing a little something crazy.
Run for the money.
DLPN 49K shares.
I don't really have any shares left, unfortunately. If I scoot this over, can you guys see this?
Like at Tim.
Wish you could see the shortable shares too. That'd be cool. But then I would have to get rid of everything else. Or I'd have to get rid of something else, but I really have no way of doing that, so. Can leave it like this though, so you guys can at least see the some of my watch list per se.
Did I miss the fun? Did I?
All of it.
Dropped 50 cents.
Did you get it?
No,
You missed the fun too, and you were here.
I wasn't getting in there. Now with hindsight.
Yeah,
I got
this.
in there.
So
You don't
I've
see the-
traded bigger size before.
That's not my play.
DM, that's just Interactive Brokers. Their TWS. You just open up a watch list and you can make it so that you can see the shortable shares.
That was the trade.
So like if I bring it over,
And,
you'll see.
drop,
That's what I'm looking at.
yeah.
So I just type in a ticker, it'll tell me the market cap and how many shares are shortable. So what is, like VXRT, I took off of there and see is there actually shares on that? Oh yeah, there's still 27. But when it becomes hard to borrow,
Yeah.
there will be no shares here, and then this will be like a light green. Let me think of let's find one that
Pop a little bit and I get in. I'm just like, why do I do that? Give it a second.
OCGN maybe.
Get FOMO.
Just typing in random tickers here.
I don't wanna miss it, you
AMX.
know? But how often do they pop like 1 minute candles and just?
Of course,
continue
we're
to
gonna
go
have shares on everything I type in.
after a big drop from 6 to 7?
What was something we didn't have shares on?
I don't know why my mind thinks it's gonna pop up 1 minute, you know, a few cents, and that's gonna be it.
Oh, WVVI. That's a good example. So here we go. So you'll see shares come in and out if it's green, like a dark green like this. Oh, of course you can't see that.
70s instead of 1450.
So there you go. So see how this is like a dark green and there's no shares. So that just means that shares can become available, but they're not available right now. Sometimes this will be red. So when this is red, that just means that it's hard to borrow. Like there's not even a chance to get shares.
Sometimes it just kind of happens.
It just happens. So do I have a particular method in scaling up? To get back to that question, Bart. I am excuse me. So using DLPN as an example here, what I would typically do, I'm not going to trade this because there's basically no shares, and honestly, it's a little grindy. Nope. So I would double click here, and then I would hit this button, and it'll give me my share size. Right now, because the market was a little bit slower, and I've been a little uneven about scaling up just yet, especially with everything else going on in my life right now with the move and stuff like that, I've been going down. So like I'll click where I normally would, and then I'll go down. So like I would go to like 30 or something like that, or if it was 100, I'd go to 75 or even 50, just to be on the safe side. So the first part of scaling up for me is going to be to double click and hit this button, and whatever it gives me, I'm actually going to stay at that number. So that's going to be my first way of scaling up. And then once I get to the point where I'm doing that consistently, this number here, you see double click 30, That's the same thing. It's just this one actually puts you right into the trade, and this one loads the shares. So, like, if I see something popping really good and I want to get in right away, I would hit this button. But if I'm looking for it to go a little bit further, I can hit this DC load button. So that's the point behind these two buttons. And then, as I want to scale up, I would just literally make this number a little higher. And then, so every time I hit this button, it'll be a little bit more shares. So I could go from 30 to 40, and then from 40 to 50, and then from 50 to 75, and then from 75 to 100. And then, so as I want to scale, I just do that. But you are right. It can be psychological. Yeah, CMEG doesn't do that, DM. So I don't really have a way. Oh, well, you can click the S, and it'll pop this window up. So it'll give you an estimate, but it's always a little bit behind on DOS as far as how many shares you have. But the thing is, on CMEG, if you have an S, then you're going to have shares. Like, they don't really run out of shares. So if you click it, it'll say like 1 million, and it always stays there. So on what ticker?
Yell, Y-E-L-L. No volume.
What the heck? Must have typed it wrong. Yeah, that's a pretty low volume, huh? Dang, look at that METX giving it all back.
There's a pop there, we can't deny that. Yeah, METX going trade now. Good lord though, dude. To be this patient for 40 cents, if you got at the top, that'd be tough. Giving it up slowly.
So yeah, that's my way of scaling when I do get there. But I want to get into the new house first before I start doing anything. I got too much stuff to do at the moment, and I'm ready to be done with the move and have people in our house renting, and just ready for everything to be settled, like get settled, and then I can not, because I don't want to start scaling up and then have that as an added stress. So right now I'm just going to keep building the cushion the way that I am and kind of go from there. So I'm going to run to the bathroom. If you guys have any more questions, send them in now, because I'm going to get out of here soon. I'm going to cut it off at 11:30, so we got about 11 minutes. I'll be right back.
Copy. Can we get in it, Jag? about you, Joseph? You watched anything today? Yeah.
That is true. No more questions. Hopefully I answered yours, Bart. Sorry if I didn't.
Anybody get WVVI?
Nope. Only one that would be me, so. I just don't know why I would have got in there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it would not. I just didn't know if you started looking at it on the way down.
Yeah, I would have had to grab it like, get, I don't know, I would have done it, to be honest. I'd love to say that I would have a plan on that, but nope, I didn't.
Abdel. Yeah, we'll go over it real quick and then I'm gonna get out of here.
Ooh, sure is
So
that.
he's talking about
Yeah,
VXRT.
SRL.
How about I'll tell you if you tell me what happened yesterday?
It's not spiking enough for me.
Man, this could have been, it could have ended up being a good trade. Sorry. I will. It's a secret. No, I don't use RSI. The only things you see me use are what you see. There's nothing else being used that you can't see. Abdel, get on Discord. You have to tell me there. All right. So what happened here on VXRT? Well, first off, it made a really good move, right? We had this previous resistance from pre-market, which was exactly the whole dollar. So when it popped through the whole dollar, typically we see a push up through 2 and sometimes through the 20s. And that was actually where we got started. We started this at 1030. So as it kept going, it was pushing up towards 1050, which is fine, right? We started this what we thought was small at the time. And the shares were like around 100K, I think, when we first got in this thing, as far as how many were left. And it decided to keep running. So as it came up here, we decided to add some more on the other side of the $0.50 to get our average closer up to that $0.50. And as we hit the add button on this one, it started to kind of continue up. And we realized, we looked over at the shares, and it went from, I want to say like 80K when we hit the button here, down to like 14K. And then you saw it started going 14K, 10K, 8K, 6K. And as it was going down, I was like, holy crap, we're going to run out of shares 100%. And it was kind of up towards the highs here. So I hit the button again, just getting more shares if I could. And I think I actually hit for 150, but it only gave me 100. Or no. It looks like it just filled a bunch of different, because I did get 100, or wait. Maybe I got filled 200 there? Was this at 10:09?
PIXY earnings.
Oh, that's METX. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let's see. Yeah, I tried. No, it says I only tried to get 100. Or wait. No, yeah, I did. I got 150. I was going to say, I thought it was 150.
Hello?
It says it filled me 150 at 1068. It was just 100 shares and then 50 shares. Okay, yeah, you can see it. It's split in the two orders there. So the bottom one says 100 and the top one there says 50. Okay. And so I hit the button there because I realized we're going to run out of shares. And literally, as I hit the button, it went to no shares. And that was just me saying my average was not above that 1050 area, and I realized that if it wasn't, we might be in some trouble, because if this tries to pull back to that 1050 and bounces and goes higher, we're kind of screwed. And then I ran into the fiasco with having my order at 1050, even though I wanted it at 1051, and I was trying to adjust it and couldn't, and then it ran all the way back up to the highs, and thankfully it came all the way back down. Instead of running up through 11. Because if it ran up through 11, I don't think we would have still been in it. I'm pretty sure my thought process was if it ran back up and continued, I was going to have to just cut it because we didn't have any more shares. So if you can't add to it, what's the purpose there?
Yeah, guys, don't die down the road. Watching it. Trying to help us out here.
A little spready there too for $4.
What are you still doing here?
I'm getting ready to get off. I was somebody asked me a question, so I was explaining it to him.
You don't have to sprint. You don't have to mess with the grass. What shit you gonna go do?
Eat lunch. Oh, look at Gene go.
Should I be looking at it? Something I like?
Spready though. Merci. Merci beaucoup. You're welcome. I don't. Did the bid ever get over 450? Yeah, I don't think it did. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get in this, and then it never was up that high. This is jump. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all being here. I will be back tomorrow morning. I will also be doing the Friday night live stream tomorrow night, so make sure you are here for that. We had the 3 tickers today: CAPR, METX, and VXRT. Obviously, feel free to go back and watch those if you want to see them live again. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.